Only 10% of individuals with concussion experience a loss of consciousness. So just because you don't get knocked out doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have a concussion. We have to look at how you were injured and what kinds of symptoms you're presenting with after that mechanism of injury occurs. Those symptoms might take a day or two to develop as well, so you should always be observed if a concussion is suspected. Well, sport is just one way that people can acquire a mild traumatic brain injury. A lot of times, concussions can come from falls, automobile accidents, blast injuries, physical trauma or assault, and sports as well. So you don't necessarily have to be an athlete to sustain an injury. It can happen from anything that will result in a sudden stoppage of movement of the head and the body, causing a whiplash motion of the head. Don't let concussions fool you. We might refer to them as a mild traumatic brain injury, but mild shouldn't trick you. Mild just means that they're usually not life-threatening. The effects of concussion can be very serious and very impactful on somebody's life and abilities, affecting your sleep, your emotions, your mental and cognitive abilities, and your physical abilities as well. So concussions should be taken seriously and managed appropriately in order for them to heal correctly and get you back to everything that you love doing. Current research now suggests that that is actually a way to prolong recovery and make concussion symptoms worse. Under supervision, after an initial period of rest, an active concussion recovery is indicated, where there is a slow progression back into normal daily activity and exercise in order to manage a concussion properly. A concussion can occur from any blow, jolt, or hit or strike to the head or the body that causes a rapid deceleration of movement or a stoppage of movement that causes a whiplash motion of the head and the neck. Anything that results in that force, either to the body or to the head, can result in a concussion. That's actually not true. Concussions happen at a cellular level in the brain, and current MRIs and CAT scans that are the most readily available test in our hospitals and emergency rooms aren't sensitive enough to detect a concussion on those tests. So in order to diagnose a concussion, right now we have to go by the mechanism of injury and how things occurred, and also what symptoms the individual is presenting with. Hopefully in the future, with research that's going on right now, we'll have a more readily available test. But for now, going by symptoms and mechanism of injury is the best we can do, since they don't show up on a CAT scan or an MRI.